Okay, YouTube and a couple of my friends over there at S40 V40 Classic. I had some questions yesterday about O-ring sizes and whatnot. I guess I wasn't too specific. What I was referring to about the 14mm O-rings that my fuel rail's set up for, these right here on the stock injectors are 14.5mm, the top and bottom. My new rail set up for 14mm, so when I talk about the 14mm, I'm referring to the outside diameter of the O-ring. It has nothing to do with the internal diameter. As far as I know, most injectors are pretty much the same as far as gas engines go. But so I'm gonna go ahead and give a little demonstration today, like you guys wanted. I've already cleaned these injectors, so I mean it's not gonna be too quick of a thing. I'll apologize for the sound quality. I do live right next door to elementary school, so there is a ton of noise in the background. But yeah, so I've already got this set up and ready to go. So like I said, it comes with two different sizes. This one right here fits the 14.5mm injector, so I already have it snapped in. When you pop it into place, you'll hear it click, so you can pretty much tell it's into place. But you still have to put some pressure on it to hold it, because it will blow out because of the force. And I know I said carburetor cleaner yesterday, but let me clarify that as well. I actually prefer to use starting fluid, just because the starting fluid has a higher ether content, so it dissolves the stuff a little bit better and a little faster, I think. Not to mention it keeps the injector cooler, and at the same time it has just a little bit of lubricant in it, so it helps lube the inside of the injector. So this is the battery I took out of my car a couple months ago when I upgraded to a larger one. It still holds enough of a charge to do what I'm doing. So these are high impedance injectors, so it's not going to hurt the injector. But I should clarify that as well, that once you have it set up and ready to go, obviously the negative hooks to the negative side, the positive hooks to the positive side. But once you have it set up, you can tap it really quick and listen to the injector, and you'll hear it activate, so you'll know if the injector even powers up or not right off the rip before you waste any more of your time. These injectors can overheat, so I should point that out as well, that when I do it, I just do a couple little light taps, then I'll wait a couple seconds, do a couple more taps, just to make sure that I'm not overheating the coil inside of it and damaging it. Like I said, I do remove the baskets on mine when I do it, and I leave the old O-rings on so that they're not exposed to anything or damaged. Let me see if I can just do this for you real quick. So basically, I already have the top off the cap off the top of the can. That just plugs right onto that little hole right there. You squeeze down on it. I'm using this rag because I don't have safety glasses. I'm just going to wrap it around the injector in case it does pop out and there's any blowback. Definitely don't want it in my face. But let me give you a little demonstration. Like I said, this injector's already clean, so this ain't going to take long, but I'll show you the spray pattern and whatnot. So let me go ahead and set this camera up over here. And just go behind and verify that you can see what I'm doing. Yeah, that's not too bad. Could probably get it a little bit straighter. There we go. Okay, so basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and wrap this rag completely around the injector. I've already touched it to make sure that the connections are good and the injector works. Like I said, I cleaned them yesterday, so this ain't going to take very long. But I like to wrap the rag completely around it and then put enough force on the injector like that so it doesn't pop out the rail. Hopefully you guys can see that. Okay, so now next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put this on top of the injector can. I hope you guys can actually see this. Let me move this over some. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put this over the top of the injector can, and I'll see if I can show you guys the spray pattern that I'm talking about. So you can tell when the injector's clean. So I'm just going to put that over the nozzle. Once I push down even a little bit, it's already pressurized. So hopefully you guys can see this in the video. So I'm going to pressurize the injector, and I'm going to do some light taps and check out the spray pattern. Okay, as you can see, I mean, I don't know if you can see that or not, but this injector is working perfectly fine, and it is nice and clean. As you can see, there's two clear cone patterns spraying out, so both jets on the injector are completely clean. So, like I said, a couple little light taps like that. Give it a second to cool down. A couple more taps. This injector's good to go. So, I hope that helps clear everything up for you guys. Nice and easy way to clean your injectors, nice and safe. So now I can verify that this injector does work perfectly fine. It's nice and clean. Both jets fire on the injector. Now I can go ahead and put a new basket in it, put a new top and bottom O-ring, and this injector is ready to go. I mean, if you're super anal about it, you can send them off to have them flow match, but if you're going to pay that much money, you might as well just buy new ones. All right? Hope that helps clear everything up for everybody. Thank you, and have a nice day.